What happens to a town when its people leave, but something else stays behind? Around the world, once thriving communities have faded into silence. And in that silence, something stirs. From haunted saloons in the Old West to cursed European islands shrouded in death, these abandoned towns are not empty, they're waiting. In this episode of Beyond Myth, we uncover 5 ghost towns where paranormal encounters, unsettling sounds, and lingering spirits have terrified visitors and baffled investigators. This is Ghost Towns with Real Hauntings. In the 1800s, Body, California was a gold mining boomtown. With over 10,000 residents, it had everything: saloons, a red light district, and a graveyard filling quickly. But Bodie was lawless. People were killed for a bad hand of poker. It was said to be a sea of sin, lashed by the tempests of lust and passion. Today it's a state historic park, frozen in time. But strange things happen here. Tourists report hearing gunshots and piano music echoing from saloons with no electricity. Rangers have seen toys move on their own in the old Miller house. Some have glimpsed a woman in a black dress watching from the window, only to vanish when approached. And then there's the body curse. Visitors who take rocks, nails, or souvenirs are said to experience immediate misfortune: car crashes, illnesses, even death. Every year, packages arrive at Bodie from across the globe, returned items with apology letters begging forgiveness. Coincidence or a warning? In 1962, an underground mine fire was accidentally ignited beneath Centralia, a small coal town in Pennsylvania. The fire is still burning today, over 60 years later. The ground literally smokes, and the roads are cracked with heat. Most of the population was forced to evacuate, but a handful stayed. Visitors report muffled cries from beneath the ground, unexplained sinkholes that seem to open without warning, a shadowy figure in a gas mask walking the old Route 61. One former resident claimed he was dragged by unseen hands after stepping too close to a crack in the earth. He survived, but left that same night. Some believe the fire unearthed something darker than coal, a gateway perhaps to something beneath. Is Centralia haunted by its tragic past, or something much older? Just a short boat ride from Venice lies Poveglia Island, but no tour boats go there. Used for centuries as a plague quarantine zone, it is said over 160,000 people died there. Later, it became an asylum. It is considered by many the most haunted place in Italy. Tourists report hearing screams and bells, even though the bell tower has no bell. Fishermen avoid the area, saying they've seen arms rising from the water near its shores. One paranormal team fled in the night after witnessing what they called a possession inside the old hospital. A chilling local legend says the island's soil is 50% human ash. Despite being closed to the public, urban explorers sneak in, and many leave terrified, changed, or worse. Deep in the Atacama Desert lies Humberstone, a nitrate mining town once filled with workers and families. It was abandoned in the 1960s, but some say the children never left. Reports include laughter and singing in the empty school, apparitions of children staring from broken windows, tourists feeling tiny hands tugging at their clothing. One visitor said he saw a class of ghostly children sitting silently in a classroom, only to vanish when he blinked. Some believe that the orphaned children, left behind after the mining collapse, still seek recognition or a way out. Formerly Boston, Ohio, this now abandoned area is known by a more ominous name: Helltown. In the 1970s, the government bought out and evacuated the town, citing vague environmental concerns. Locals whispered about government experiments, toxic spills, and even cover-ups. Since then, the legends have only grown. Sightings of a mutated monster near an abandoned church, reports of rituals in the woods, circles of burned trees and strange symbols. Drivers claim to be chased by phantom vehicles or stalked by something unseen near the end of the world road. One explorer filmed what appeared to be glowing eyes watching from the forest, until the footage mysteriously corrupted. Whether urban legend or real paranormal activity, Helltown remains one of the most feared ghost towns in the U.S. Ghost towns aren't just places where history ended, they're places where something lingered. In every echo, shadow, and whisper, these towns remind us that the past doesn't always stay buried. So the next time you pass an abandoned place, remember, the silence may not be empty, it may be listening. Thanks for joining Beyond Myth. If you're fascinated by the paranormal, legends, and mysteries of the world, subscribe, like, and ring the bell for more deep dives.